actually scheduling my lives so people know when I'm going to do them, a lot of time I don't even know when I'm going to do them. So that's why I don't schedule them. I'm not the best when it comes to lives. You guys probably noticed that, but I find them easier because I feel like it's more of a conversation. And I love being, conversational with you guys. And I also like the fact that I don't have to go crazy editing videos and stuff like that, especially for small subjects like what we're going to talk about now. So I want to talk about two different things. Number one, people hitting me up and telling me that I've lied to them as far as this machine. Tonal, right? We're talking about Tonal. That's the first thing. And the second thing is people hit me up and saying that the machine's dynamic weight modes, the AI, hi, welcome. Not sure who you are there, but welcome to the chat. Saying that the dynamic weight modes are garbage, that they're unnecessary, that they're just a gimmick, that they're a scam. Okay, these two specific things happen very, very often. Someone will hit me up and they will go ahead and tell me, I haven't gotten any results. Why is it that you have gotten results? Why is it that you are one of the only people who use this machine on YouTube who have gotten results? I hear this a lot. I hear this all the time in the comments on YouTube. I get DMs about it, and people ask me if I'm on steroids. That happens a lot. If you guys follow this channel, you guys know I've done videos talking about my steroid use or lack thereof, because I don't take anything, right? So I've done plenty of videos in regards to that, but people still will hit me up and say, you're lying to us about this machine. Guys, there's a lot that I can say about this machine that's good. There's a lot about this machine that I can say is bad. There's a lot of good and bad. And I always tell you guys both sides of the coin, because this thing's going to cost you like maybe $5,000 if you go ahead and purchase it. And I don't want anybody to get stuck with the bill. You know what I mean? So that's the whole point that I've been, that's what I've been trying to do since day one. Now, the claim that the machine is garbage and that I've lied to you, that's an opinion. You can have your opinion. I've never lied to anybody. Like I just said, I've always told the good and the bad. And this machine is truly amazing because it gives you a gym quality experience from home. So why do people hit me up and tell me, I don't believe you, you're on steroids, you're the only person who's gotten results from this machine, you're out here talking about this machine like it's going to change people's lives, and I bought it and I've had it for a year, I've had it for 2 years, and nobody, and I haven't seen any results. So why is that? You're lying, you're on drugs. The reason why is because you don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to train. That's why. That's why you haven't gotten results from this. So with all due respect, that's why you haven't gotten results. I don't mean to disrespect anybody, okay? Never tried to disrespect anyone. The reason you don't get results on this is because you don't know how to use it. You don't know how to train in general. You thought that you saw me use this, you were going to buy it and get the same exact results, and that those results didn't happen for you because you don't know how to train. You got the subscription back. Nice. So actually, I'm going to be honest with you. Thanks for dropping in. We appreciate it. I actually don't have the subscription back. They gave me this because they locked me out of my machine. There's a problem with their software. I got locked out of the machine. I wasn't able to use my machine without the subscription, so they had to give me the subscription back temporarily while they fix that. So that's why I have this. But I'll tell you what, I'll be honest with you 100%. Even though I have the subscription back right now, I haven't used the features. I really haven't. I thought I'd be on eccentric mode, doing my thing, loving that thing. And that kind of gets into the next point of this whole conversation. Yeah, but I mean, it's cool. I love what it offers. And that actually gets into the next part of the conversation where people say that the dynamic weight modes, right? All of the AI on this machine, the Smart Flex, the eccentric, the chains, all that stuff. So many people say that that is a gimmick, that it's a scam. I've seen other YouTubers' videos on this saying how, electronic machines like this, the Vitruvian and all that stuff, if Tonal's a scam, dumbbells are a scam. I agree 100%. 100%. Absolutely. That's a great way to put it. But people will hit me up and say that dynamic weight modes are a scam. This whole thing is a joke. You don't need it. Do you need the dynamic weight modes? No. You don't need them. And like I said, I have the subscription here. I could be using it, but I'm actually choosing not to because these dynamic weight modes are tools. They're tools, right? So you have Smart Flex mode, which is going to help you to lift more safely. You have eccentric mode, which is going to help you to build more muscle and more strength faster. You have chains mode, which is going to help to allow your muscles to be more powerful. You have spotter mode, which is going to help save you when you get tired. And you have burnout mode, which is going to help you to do easy drop sets. Do you need any of this stuff? Absolutely not. So if you're hitting me up, with all due respect, if you're hitting me up telling me that the dynamic weight modes are a scam, well, are they necessary? No, of course they're not necessary. Nothing in this world is necessary, right? As we mentioned, as was just mentioned in the comments by one of the fantastic people who are joining this live, if tonal is a scam, dumbbells are a scam. Nothing's necessary. You could get dumbbells if you want. Anything will work. Anything will work. This machine makes it easy, and it makes it fun, and it makes it safe, and it makes it convenient. Dumbbells aren't all those things all the time. But these dynamic weight modes, they're not scams. This is not a gimmick. It's not a scam. What this is a way, it's a tool. So as I mentioned, all these things have a place. I haven't been using them. Even though I have the capability to use them, I haven't been using them. Even though I've had this subscription for over the last 2 weeks because they can't fix my machine. So I've had it and it's cool. I'll use it, whatever. But I'm really not using it. I'm not, because I don't need the tool. The only thing that I really find to be, like mind-blowing on this is the eccentric, because that's even more than a tool. That's just cheating. That's going to get you like so much muscle mass when compared. I'd like it without the subscription. Do you have a favorite subscription service? Okay, well, as far as liking it without the subscription, yeah, I love it. I love it. I've done a couple of videos on it. Are you saying you like it without the subscription? Maybe I caught that comment wrong. And as far as a favorite subscription service, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by favorite subscription service? Oh, feature. Yes, absolutely. I was actually just getting into it. My favorite feature on the machine is eccentric mode, because all the other modes on this machine, they make it easier for you, right? With the exception of eccentric mode and chains mode. Eccentric and chains are specialized. They're very specialized. They're going to allow you to, if you have a certain goal, to be able to reach that goal. And if you train for a certain reason, they're going to help you to get to that. The reason why eccentric mode is my favorite is because it helps you to build muscle mass very fast. Very fast. So it's cheating, completely cheating on building muscle. But it's different than Smart Flex mode. It's different than, spotter mode. It's different than burnout mode. The reason it's my favorite is because you can get large muscle mass in a short period of time with that mode, I've found. So that's why I used to use eccentric all the time. So that's my favorite. But yeah, this machine's fantastic without the subscription. You don't need it. Nothing's necessary, right? But as far as the tools on this machine being gimmicks, it's not a gimmick. They each have a place. And if you think it's a gimmick, you're under the impression that these tools are going to do everything for you, and they're not. They're not going to do everything for you. Do you have a favorite movement? Yeah, definitely, I do. This movement I love, and I recommend to many, many people. The straight arm pull downs, one of my favorite movements. Very, very, very good movement. It's good for your lats. It's good for your rear delts. It's good for your triceps. Really a great movement, and it feels like you stretch out your back when you use it. So that's why I love it so much. I'll just hang on the rope. Kenny C, what does Smart Flex actually do? What Smart Flex does is it allows you to shift in weight. So it allows you to shift weight. You're going up and down in weight, and it makes it easier when your body needs it to be easier, and it makes it harder when your body can actually handle more weight. So it's basically like lifting more efficiently. That's what it is. It's lifting more efficiently. It's using your muscle to its greatest potential when possible, and then it's using your muscle at when it's the weakest, it's making it easier for your muscle. So that's what that's doing. I hope that makes sense. Great comments. These are some great comments, guys. But But yeah, so as far as this, yeah, that's thank you. I can barely see your name because the text is so low, but thank you guys. Um, but yeah, so anyway, so like I said, I get hit up all the time. You lied to us. You're on drugs. That's why this machine's working for you. No, it's because I know how to train. I know how to use these modes. When I had the subscription, I know how to use the machine without the modes. So I know what I'm doing when it comes to training in general, right? And as far as the AI being a gimmick, it's not a gimmick, guys. There's a specific reason why this AI exists. It's there to make your life easier and make it better for you. Have you found any movements on Total that you can't do on any other machine? I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't looked. I haven't looked. There probably are a few because the arms are stable and you can pull. Like, for example, if I do I was just talking about a tricep extension or a straight arm pull down or something like that, I can do it from across the room because you have so much length on this arm. You know what I'm saying? So you can do it from across the room. So there's many different things you can do that you can't do on a whole bunch of other machines because you have so much leeway with this machine. I mean, you could train in a closet. If you could fit this in a closet, you can train in a closet. Right there, that's pretty miraculous when compared to anything else, that you can do on any other machine. No other machines fit in the closet. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, great questions. But yeah, guys, don't be fooled. You're going to see people having videos on YouTube. You're going to see people leaving comments on my videos. I'm here to tell you, listen, I'm not on drugs. Never been on drugs in my life. I'm too afraid to mess with my hormones. Okay? Too afraid. Straight up. I'm not on anything. This machine will work if you need it to work. A hammer is just a tool. If you don't know how to use it properly as well, I think Tonal makes it foolproof with the starting weight. Yes, absolutely right. I was a gym rat in my 20s, 50 now. Have a Tonal, almost 1 year. It's completely legit. Your videos were what got me on board. Oh man, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm grateful. I'm grateful that the videos were able to help. Really, I'm so happy that I've been able to help people with their lives. This thing's helped me change my life. As you guys know, if you watch my videos, things helped me change my life. I'm so grateful to have you guys here. I'm so grateful to be able to help. And I'm here to reassure anybody who's contacted me, whether it's in the comments. Look at these comments. If you don't believe what I'm telling you, look at the comments. Look at the comments that are being left here. Other people are seeing results. They may not put it on YouTube, but other people get results. Are they very, very common? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe some people have been using this thing for a year. They don't really see any results. Any tips for avoiding bruising on arms with movements like the standing incline press, eccentric on? Yeah, I actually have. Okay, and then you asked, should you use eccentric or smart flex? Let me touch on that first. As far as eccentric or smart flex, it depends on your goal. If you want to lift normal, right? You want a normal lift, smart flex is the way to go. It's going to get you as close to normal with an element of cheating, the closest to normal. So you're not doing anything mutant, right? It's giving you a little leeway, makes it a little easier and a little harder. And so that's going to help you lift pretty normal and also get a little bit of a safer, it's going to allow you to lift safer and get a little bit more weight on the bottom portion of that movement. Okay? So that's if you want to kind of tread the line between normal and amazing, right? But eccentric is if you want to concentrate on muscle growth. You want that growth? Look at my videos. All I did was, when I had this machine, all I used to use is eccentric mode. You want the growth? Use eccentric mode. Makes it easier on the concentric portion, and it will build up your muscle mass faster, in my opinion and in my experience. As far as bruising goes, when you're doing certain lifts, by shifting the arms, obviously, you'll be moving the arms away from your body a little bit more. It'll help you to go ahead and avoid that bruising. And you can also, I just want to mention, you can also go ahead and turn around. If you're doing like an overhead press, try turning around so that the rope isn't rubbing against your back. You can sit down and do them. You can stand up and do them. Try turning around or moving a little bit further away from the machine. That's all you can really do. As far as, how do I get the chat back? I told you guys I'm not good with lives. Let's see. Live chat. Okay, here we go. With eccentric mode, did you let the machine set the eccentric level or did you turn it all the way up? As far as that goes, I would always switch it up. If I wanted like a really heavy eccentric, depends on what I wanted on that day. A lot of the time I'll let the machine do it, but sometimes I would turn it up. If I wanted to push my muscles, like for example, on a warm up, maybe I'll keep it on what the machine wants to give me. And then once I get into my working sets, I'll go ahead and turn it all the way up. That's what I'll do. So, well, that's what I used to do. Yeah, so it's a very functional. Hurt yourself. You don't want to hurt yourself ever. But you can go ahead and experiment. It depends on whether you're on your working sets, whether you're on your warm-up sets. How many sets are you doing? How many sets do you want to do? If you want to do less sets and get more done in a shorter period of time, well, you can go ahead and turn it up higher, right? You're going to get less sets, but you're going to be able to get a good workout. It all depends on your goals. So I hope that helps. But yeah, guys, this thing's not a scam. It's not a joke. It's not a gimmick. Whoever's watching this, guys, it's 2022. You got people on this chat. Hopefully the comments will stay when the original video posts, right? Once we stop going live. Hopefully the comments will stay. And I'm happy to help. I hope this stuff is helping. But yeah, guys, I'm not on drugs. Didn't lie to you about this machine. You got tons of people saying that it works. If you don't know how to use it, you can only honestly blame yourself. I've been saying for a long time, if you buy this, you need to know what you're doing. You can't just buy this and expect a machine to do all of the work for you. I'm happy to be here, to be the reason that you bought this. I really am. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to be able to help your lives. It's amazing what training can do. When it's done properly, it can really affect your life in a good way. It's worth every penny. Motivates me every day. Absolutely. It is very motivating to be able to walk into any room in your house and be able to train like you are on a gym floor. Straight up. It is very motivating, especially when you do have the subscription. You have all these amazing things. These things are not gimmicks. It's not like, oh, they're just throwing stuff. They're just sprinkling AI in there to make it, to raise the price on you. No, these are tools. And if you know how to use the tools, those tools are going to help you with your training. They're going to help you dial in your training. They're not gimmicks. Straight up. The dynamic weight modes, they're not necessary. You don't need them, but they help. If you have an injury, what mode should you use if you have an injury? Well, it depends on the type of injury. If you have an injury, you can use the eccentric mode. Depending on that injury, use eccentric mode because the hard part of the movement becomes easy. And all of a sudden, you're still receiving benefit without actually having to work harder, right? Or you can use Smart Flex because the machine knows when it needs to make it easy for you. I actually got through an injury because of this machine. I was able to train through an injury because of this machine and the modes. Again, they're tools. Any thoughts on the new form factor feedback with your phone camera? That was just announced. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I didn't follow up on that. I didn't even know about it. And the reason why is because I don't have the subscription on this normally. So I don't use it. I know I don't need the subscription. I don't need the form feedback. It's great, but I'm not familiar with what they just updated. But that's a great point to bring out because this thing is constantly updating, right? Constantly updating. You have so many options when it comes to this. So if that's something you want or need, hey, you have it. So that's pretty cool. I might look into that and maybe I can get back on a video in regards to that new form feedback. Thank you for letting me know about it. But yeah, guys, it's not a gimmick. There's a lot of people out there who've had results. There's also a lot of people who haven't had results. And the reason why they may not have had results is because they just don't know how to train. And a lot of people buy this thinking this will help me to train, and it will, but you need to kind of know already. I've told you plenty of videos from the past. Don't buy it if you don't know what you're doing because it's not going to be able to take up all the slack for you. You know what I mean? You got to know what you're doing. If you want to maximize your gains on this, you have to know when to use these features, what these mean, and all that stuff. So if you haven't seen any results, I'm sorry you bought it. But now it would be time to pick up a textbook and start learning, right? Start learning how to train. Go on YouTube. You can book a class with me. Every single video I have a link. You can book a class with me. I'll teach you how to train. So there's a million ways you can learn how to train. This machine will help you shine when you know how to use it. Again, no drugs, no gimmick, tools. Tools. There's a reason why you're paying $50 a month. It's expensive, but you're getting a lot out of this machine when you do actually pay that $50 a month. Am I happy with the trainers? From what I've seen, I'm not. But if you know how to train, you don't need the trainers, right? So I've been saying that since day one. I haven't ever really been happy with the trainers. A lot of the time, they'll have you spinning your wheels because they focus more on variety and keeping you entertained rather than you getting to your goal. But if you know how to get to your goal yourself, well, then you don't need the trainers. And that is where your training comes. That's where your personal experience comes in. That's where your knowledge comes in. Any thoughts? Okay, 100%. If you know how to train, you will absolutely get results with this. Very little you can't do with it. Exactly. This is like having a gym in your home. It's like 5 inches thick. You're getting a full gym in your house. Very little that you can't do with it. Yep. And if you know how to use it, you will see results. It doesn't just come down to what this machine tells you. If this machine tells you to do 12 reps, and you do that 12 reps, and you just put the handle down, and you think, okay, I did my job, but you didn't actually take your set to failure because the machine didn't tell you to take your set to failure, well, you're leaving gains on the table. And that's why you've been using this machine for a year and a half, and seeing no results. That's what it is. What is a warm-up set? What is a working set? What is taking it to failure? What is volume? What is eccentric overload? What are all of these terminology? What is all of this terminology? This is what training is. And if you don't know any of that stuff and you just listen to this, you're not really going to get anywhere. You're going to spin your wheels. You have to know what you're doing. So, anyway, I was over here training myself. You see, I got the rope on. I was over here training myself. And I get told all the time, you're lying to us, you're on drugs. I had to make a video. I did not expect to do a live today. I didn't. But I really felt the need to do a live, to talk to you guys and let you know, hey, this is legit. You just need to know how to use it. Again, you guys can reach out to me if you need specialized training, if you need help with weight loss, whatever. I'm here for you. You also have YouTube, right? YouTube is a great help to help you learn how to train. Also, can't use a tonal and eat pizza burgers 24/7, expect results. 100. Absolutely right. Do you still keep a rack? Do I still keep a rack? Oh, you mean like do I still have regular weight training equipment? If that's what you're asking, Dust, if that's what you're asking, no, I don't. I don't have any regular weight equipment. I have my handy gym for when this thing locks me out or doesn't work because the internet goes out or whatever, and that happens all too often, unfortunately. I have my handy gym, 220 pounds of resistance. That's my other weight equipment. That's my backup. That thing weighs like 3 pounds. I carry it around with me. Wherever I go, I have a body built, complete full body. I don't need to ever use regular weights again. I'm grateful for that because they're clunky. You know, they take up space. I don't like that. I like to be able to be mobile. I like things to be able to be very streamlined, just like Tonal. Very streamlined. You don't even know it's there. You know what I mean? I love that. Same thing with Handy Gym. You don't even know it's there, and you can carry around all that weight. So I don't keep actual, conventional weight equipment, if that's what you're asking. But yeah, it all comes down to your diet too. Comes down to your diet, comes down to your rest. It comes down to knowing what moves to use, at what rep ranges, at what volumes. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff is going to maximize your potential on this. It's It's genius. It's genius. You just need to know how to use it. Someone mentioned earlier about a hammer, right? You need to build a house. Someone can give you a hammer, but if you don't know how to use the hammer, you're not going to build a house. It's a tool. This is a tool. You need to know how to use that tool. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you all for joining today. I'm so grateful to have you guys here. Very, very grateful. Thank you for the love and support that you show on this channel. What would you like to see in a Tonal 2.0? Man, that's a good question. That is a good question. You know what I'd like to see? This machine, I've never had any personal problems with anything breaking yet, gratefully. But you guys will know when I do, right? Because I'm going to come right on this camera. But I haven't seen any problems with that, but I've heard people's machines breaking. I'd like to see the equipment being made out of the factory better. That's number one for a Tonal 2.0, whatever it is. I want the equipment to be upgraded, to be stronger, so we don't have to deal with down days. I'd like to see this thing work without a what's it called? Without the internet connection. Because when I lose internet, forget it. I don't have a machine. And sometimes I lose internet. And sometimes Tonal just locks you out. The problems in a 2.0, to answer your question quickly, in a 2.0, thank you for that thumbs up. I appreciate that. Thank you for that one thumbs up. Whoever gave me the thumbs up, thank you. I appreciate that. For a 2.0, I want to see software features be improved, more reliable, and I want to see the equipment be more reliable. As far as form factor, I think it's great. If they could make this into a mirror, I think that would be pretty cool, so you could see yourself and it could be more functional. I would love that for a 2.0. But you know what? I'm not asking for a lot. I want to see the software become better. I want to see the actual physical machine not break down as much for people. Thank you for that second thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much appreciated, guys. That helps the video. That helps the video. Much appreciated. Yeah, I'm not asking for a lot. But the biggest thing I want to see is the trainers to do their job. I want the trainers to do their job right. Listen, I got no problem with Tony Horton, but what he said the other day killed me, man. It killed me. It's like, bro, you've been doing this for a long time. How can you tell me that building and shaping muscle is different? Those are the myths that cause people to not know what they're doing when it comes to this machine. You're depending on the trainers. I hate to complain, but you're depending on these trainers to help you. And they're not helping you by confusing you. And these are supposed to be experienced people. That's what I want to see the most. I want the trainers to do their job. I want the trainers to get you to your goal. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. I want the trainers to get you to your goal. And unfortunately, I can't imagine that happening because of the business model that exists. I can't see that happen. But that's what I would love to see for a 2.0. Let me get those comments back up on the screen. I believe that we had, which is better for easier? Oh, which is better for a beginner, Tonal or Handy Gym? Because you are a pro, hard to find right trainer, I guess. It is hard to find trainer. It is hard to find trainer. I'm here. You guys need help, I'm here. I do training. I teach you guys how to train and become self-sufficient. So you don't have to depend on subscriptions. So you don't have to depend on people giving you wrong information, because I'm not going to give you the wrong information. I'm not perfect, but I ain't going to give you the wrong information. If I don't know something, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to make something up. You know what I'm saying? And my rates, just letting you know, my rates are very reasonable compared to what's out there. But yeah, it can be hard to find a personal trainer. My wife, trainer, and trust me, that gym, I had a lot to that gym. Which is better for, a beginner, Tonal or Handy Gym? 100% Tonal. 100% Tonal. Handy Gym is a completely different type of training. So if you're used to conventional training, Tonal is the way to go if you're used to that. But once you learn Handy Gym, you learn how to train using a flywheel device. And so that's completely different than training on conventional or digital weight. Completely different. It's a different monster altogether. It's a different machine altogether, different experience. What's easier to learn? This. That's easier. When you learn how to train on the flywheel, that's when you can, that's probably one of the most difficult ways to train. But when you learn it, it allows you to be free completely. You go on vacation, you bring your full gym with you. That's what I have to say about that. Yeah, guys, but I'm gonna let you guys go for now. Thank you all for joining. Thank you for the wonderful comments. I really do appreciate those comments. Excellent questions. If anybody out there, because I know there's a lot of you who are wondering, hey, is Joe lying? Read the comments section on this, and if you don't see the comments, then unfortunately, hey, DS, no problem, no problem. I'm happy to have you here. Dust, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I'm happy to have you all here. Really, truly, I'm glad to be able to help, and I thank you all for your support. But yeah, guys, this machine does what it needs to do as long as you do what you need to do. Don't just depend on the trainers. Get educated. Learn how to use these features to benefit you the most. All right? You can do this. Every single one of you who has doubts in yourself, you can do it. You just need to know what to do. And you have to encompass everything. It's not just as simple as following directions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to break down your training, break down your body, learn what works for you, and create your own routines. Become free. Learn how to train so you never need the subscription. Even if you keep the subscription, it's fine, but know what's right and what's wrong. Don't just depend on the training programs they give you. You will never get to your goals. If I pick this machine up and just listen to the trainers and just use the trainers' programs, I never would have got to my goals. Ever. Never. And I've gotten to my goals. I've gotten down to a point where I've seen veins in my stomach, veins in my back, large muscle mass gains. You follow the channel, you know. You've seen it. And I never would have been able to do that simply by listening to these trainers. So make sure that you're doing your due diligence. Do the right thing by yourself. You spent the money on this machine. Find a personal trainer that helps you. Read, watch videos. I'm here if you need. You can schedule time with me. Anything. But don't just buy this machine, feel like, oh, it hasn't worked for me, and then just let it collect dust. That would be doing a disservice. Anyway, be safe, guys. Thank you all for being here. Have a wonderful day. It's a pleasure to be with all of you. Thank you all for supporting this channel. Take care, guys.